Don't play the puppet. I've learned to recognize that some people are always having a crisis. Every other day they have an emergency or they are in desperate need of something. It's good to help people who are in real need. But if someone comes to you a dozen times or year after year and it seems the emergencies never stop, you need to recognize that's a manipulator. It's like they have you as their puppet. They know if they pull one string, you feel guilty, or another string and you bail them out, or another and you stay late and do a work or school project for them. If someone is playing you like a puppet, it's time to cut the strings. No more letting them make you feel guilty. No more will you come running. You may feel you lose their friendship if you refuse to help them, but that feeling is your wake-up call. God just met your need. He just closed that door for you. The truth is, if someone becomes upset because you won't meet unreasonable demands, then that person is not your friend. That person is a manipulator. The sooner you break free, the better off you'll be. Are you doing too much for other people and not enough for yourself? Are you so good-hearted that you are sacrificing your happiness to keep everyone around you happy? Understand this. Your first priority is to keep yourself happy. If you are giving all the time and not receiving anything in return, then you need to examine your relationships. They are out of balance. You shouldn't have to constantly meet the demands and needs of your friends out of fear of being rejected by them. You should be able to tell them no without feeling guilty. If they give you the cold shoulder and won't speak to you, then they are not really friends. They are manipulators. The sooner you make a change, the better off you'll be. Don't waste 20 years playing up to people, trying to meet all their demands, when the truth is they're not interested in you, they're interested in what you can do for them. The best thing you can do is to cut the puppet strings. You don't have time to play games, to get entangled or become distracted trying to keep everybody happy. You have a destiny to fulfill. Be bold, take charge of your life, and pursue the dreams God has placed in your heart. When I was growing up, my grandfather would buy a new car every 2 years, and he would give his old car to one of us grandchildren. He was very generous. My junior year, he gave me his Buick LeSabre. A friend of mine on the basketball team had a car as well. We decided to carpool. I'd come pick him up for school one week and he'd pick me up the next week. He lived 15 minutes in the opposite direction of the school. I'd have to go get him and come all the way back. I didn't mind. I drove 1 week, then he drove the next. We did this for a month or so with no problems, but then his car broke down 1 week, so I had to drive again. I had to take another of his weeks because his brother needed the car. Then something else came up and he missed another turn. It got to where I was driving all the time. I really didn't mind, but he wasn't very grateful. He acted like I owed it to him. One day I got my nerve up and asked him if he was planning on ever driving again. He told me how he was trying to keep the mileage down his car and basically that I needed to keep picking him up. He acted like he was doing me a favor to let him ride in my car. I did what I'm asking you to do. I kept a big smile and told him very politely that I wasn't able to come get him anymore. You would have thought I told him his life was ending. He gave me the biggest guilt trip and tried to make me feel like I was such a selfish person. He hardly spoke to me after that. I thought, that's fine with me. If you're only my friend if I meet your demands and cater to your every need, then good riddance. I don't need friends like that. Go find somebody else to control, because you're not controlling me. I don't mind being good to people, but I don't mind being used. If you allow it, people will run your life. They will tell you what to do, where to go, how to dress, and how to spend your money. It's good to get free from addictions, free from anxiety, and free from depression. But one of the greatest freedoms is to get free from controlling people. Quit letting others pressure you into being something that you're not. Quit living on eggshells because you don't want to fall out of their favor. Quit feeling afraid that if you don't perform perfectly, call on cue, come running when they ask, they will be upset. Here's my message. Let them be upset. If you spend your life trying to please everyone and letting them control you, they may be happy, but you end up missing your destiny. I'd rather please God and have some people upset with me than please people and have God upset with me.